Good evening, fellow Nigerians and viewers from around the world. Today we stand at a pivotal moment in our nation's history as we celebrate another Independence Day, October 1st. It's been 64 years since Nigeria gained our freedom from colonial rule, and as always, it's a day filled with pride, reflection, and introspection. Today, we go down the memory lane as we reflect on what this day truly means for us as Nigerians. Where have we been? Where are we going? And what should we look forward to in the coming years? I am Olaiton Babatunde, and the show is Viewpoint. Join us on the next phase of the show. Welcome back. The show is still Viewpoint. Historically, Nigeria was colonized by the British in the late 19th century with the amalgamation of the Northern and Southern Protectorates and Lagos into the colony in 1940. British colonial rule exploited Nigeria's economy and the administration that sidelined local governance. After World War II, a wave of nationalism swept across Africa, Nigeria inclusive. Nigerian leaders and intellectuals began to demand greater self-governance and independence. Political parties such as the Nigerian National Congress, NNC, the Action Group, AG, and the Northern People's Congress, NPC, emerged, advocating for Nigerians' interests. In order to calm the storm, the British government initiated constitutional reforms like the 1946 Richard Constitution, like the 1954 Lytton Constitution, and the 1954 and 59 election, which allowed more Nigerian representatives. However, Nigerian patriotic leaders like Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, and Sam Ahmadu Bello led Nigeria to freedom on the 1st of October 1960. That day, the British Union Jack was lowered and the green, white, green of our national flag was raised, signaling the birth of a new nation. Nigeria became the giant of Africa, a beacon of hope for the continent. Today, as we celebrate 64 years of independence, we must ask ourselves, has the dream of our founding fathers been fully realized? It's a moment to reflect on both the promise of a nation and the complex reality that has unfolded over the past 64 years. The day serves as a profound moment of collective reflection of the past years that unite everyone, government officials and ordinary citizens, the wealthy and the underprivileged, the recognized and the unacknowledged. This day intricately weaves together the rich tapestry of Nigeria's shared identity, showcasing its anxiety alongside its aspirations, and positioning its challenges next to even the smallest victories. Such contrasts reveal a deep awareness of the nation's fragility. The day is not all about draping the cities in white and green or singing the new or old national anthem. The celebration has now been tinged with a sense of turbulence, a recognition that the dreams of independence have in many ways yet to be fully realized. The journey since 1960 has been a winding road of trials and trials. The tribulation faced by over 20 million Nigerians echo loudly, forging connection between their everyday struggles and those of other disenfranchised communities. This bond is no mere happenstance. It signifies a critical obligation that transcends both political and economic spheres. Politically, Nigeria has moved from military rule to democracy, offering hope in the stability of civilian governance. The military coups that once marred the country's progress are now pages in history, replaced by a growing, if still fragile, democratic ethos. But can Nigerians really say there is democracy? The cracks in the system are evident. Elections are often contested. Corruption lingers like a stubborn stain, and the political class is still seen by many as distant from the everyday struggles of ordinary Nigerians. Economically, Nigeria remains an enigma. The oil boom of the 1970s promised wealth, but that promise has remained elusive for the majority. While Nigeria is Africa's largest economy, millions still live in poverty. The reality of unemployment, inflation, and a struggling infrastructure paints a stark picture. The agricultural sector that once sustained the nation has been overshadowed by the oil industry, leading to a dependency that has proven dangerous, especially as global energy markets shifts. Let's not overlook the social fabric, which has faced its own challenges. The country has witnessed divides in culture and religion. Not only that, but it has seen cases of Boko Haram insurgency, banditry, communal clashes, and insecurity all over the country, most especially in the North and the Middle Belt. In fact, one of the most poignant reminders is a quote from the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who said, "The children of the poor you fail to train will never let your children live in peace." It is a statement that continues to echo as we see the consequence of neglect and inequality manifest in unrest and disillusionment. However, there's need for renewed sense of civic duty, which will serve as the foundation on which real change will be built upon. With the 2027 election on the horizon, Nigerians have an opportunity to push for leaders who will prioritize governance, security, and economic diversification. Nigerians must keep hope alive, hope for a country where the promise of 1960 can be fulfilled, where unity in diversity is more than a slogan, and where the benefit of independence reach every corner of its nation. As the nation celebrates its independence this October 1st, it is an opportunity to not only reflect on the journey so far, but to dream of the Nigeria that could be one that is strong, united, and truly prosperous, despite the turbulence of today. As the clock ticks forward, the individual, places, and myriad occurrences combined on this pivotal day stand as a resounding testament to Nigeria's voyage towards self-determination. This tale is perpetually sculpted by the teaching of our past and the aspiration that propel us towards a brighter tomorrow. It transcends mere celebration. It serves as a clarion call, urging every citizen to embrace the shared visions and responsibility that our nation fervently demands. Thank you for watching, and happy Independence Day, Nigeria.